You know, I got thrown off of Mad TV. I got arrested. You know?
Right.
And the whole week I was kind of out of control.
Yeah, why did you get thrown off Mad TV?
Because I got arrested for possession of cocaine outside the studio. Like the morning of a show.
Aren't out of control guys fun? I love them. I just love them. I could hang around with them all day.
So I'd been up all week, and you know, I just kind of was miserable and stuff.
Right.
And they were really cool to me at that show. They really tolerated like a ton of stuff. That
Right.
I did.
It's so great.
And
isn't it fun to like hang around with guys who are like always in trouble with the law and coke, and they
you never know if they're going to show up or not. It's exciting.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was.
But
they're like bad boys.
Yeah. So like the whole week I was kind of nuts, and like 2 nights before I got arrested, I was in a bar on Sunset Boulevard.
Right.
Bad news.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it, Gary?
I don't know if Artie's going this way, but he told us last time. The reason why he got caught with the coke was because the cops came, and the reason why the cops came was because he punched his manager in the face.
Oh, right, yeah.
I forgot that.
The choice of managers.
Wow.
I told my manager, I just want to punch 15% of you. That's all I want.
See,
Norm was just making me laugh. He was telling me, he said something that's so true.
What did he say?
He just did stand-up down in Florida.
Right.
Like, in Florida is such a different world with people. Like, there's a lot of creepy people in Florida, like swingers, you know?
Right.
And
What?
like after you do a stand-up gig, people from the audience will come up to you, like an overly tan, like, guy with a bunch of jewelry on, and they'll say, "Hey, man, I come back to my apartment."
Is Artie telling my story?
Yes, he is.
Dad, you want to tell it? You tell it.
Yeah, why don't you let
They go,
Norm's here, but
hey,
Norm
fucking
can't
bring 3
speak.
stories, and then Artie will tell one. I'm like, what?
Yeah, there is a lot of coke there, but you're right. People are rich,
You know.
people are rich, and you don't know why. Like they're just in your face. With
So the
money.
guy picks me up. He's a limo driver, and he's like, fucking guy goes, yeah. He goes, I can take you any place, man. Anything you want. I go, what? He goes, anything you want. He goes, I got my wife. I go, your wife? Like, I thought he was talking about like drugs or something. He starts with his wife.
He could take you to his wife.
He's got his wife.
Says I can get anything I want, and then he goes, my wife.
Don't you want his wife?
Was he offering you his wife?
I don't fucking know. But it wasn't. It was all weekend long. I just meet 4 or 5 guys, and they go, hey, so this is the wife, and this is the other wife, and how about the 8 of us?
Oh, yeah?
Well, they wouldn't say it right out, but you kind of go, what are you talking about? Why is
These
this
guys
so
are trying to
party?
deal you their wives?
No, they all want to swing.
No, you
They
don't
wanna
know what the
swing.
fuck. You don't really know what the fuck's going on. 'Cause
How
they don't
come-
come
why-
right out and say they want to fuck you.
Well,
Why does everyone want to swing with you, do you think? I mean,
Not
are
me,
you so-
anyone.
No,
anyone.
they ask. I've gone deeper into the conversation than Norm did with these
Yeah.
people because it's fascinating, and I wanted drugs. But
it
no, they'll
involves
tell
drugs
you.
like crazy.
They'll tell you eventually. Like, look, there's me, and this is my wife, and this is her friend Nancy, and this is my friend Ed. You know,
Yeah.
and we'll get some
Ed's
ecstasy.
where it becomes problematic.
Yeah. Nancy was fine.
Yeah,
Ed's a
everything's
problem.
going good. All of a sudden, Ed, what the fuck?
And Nancy's usually 46.
Who the
and
fuck
she's at
is
work
Earl?
then.
Who the fuck was this guy? Nobody told me about a guy coming out of a closet whacking off with his half-hard cock. Where the fuck did he come from?
Right, they say, well,
Things
I'll
were
go to-
going really well in the fantasy. You, Nancy, and Shirley, and suddenly Earl walks in.
Yeah, what the fuck? You never told me. And then
in
they're like,
your
well,
ass.
if we brought it up, we thought you'd say no. Of course I'd fucking say no.
Earl was an afterthought.
There's always a hot tub and ecstasy and pills, and they go,
You know
come
what?
back and we'll all fuck.
You know,
And you're like, I don't want to fuck
like,
anybody.
Like I lived to start having
There's
sex with
celebrities
each other.
coming to town, and we kind of know he wants to party, and he can fuck my wife and her friend, and I'll fuck him.
That's kind of unsaid.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah,
part
well,
about
who's
where a
taking-
guy's fucking me.
Who's taking them up on these offers? They
At
must
the end
be
of the
working.
night,
Live comics.
Pauly Shore.
I guess the idea is...
Doug Stanhope.
Doug Stanhope. So anyways, I go, no, I go, listen, basically, I'm not a fancy guy. Fred, you know that.
Really? I always thought of you as a fancy
My
guy.
thing is,
guy.
like, for a sexual encounter or something, I like to lie on top of a lady.
Yeah.
I don't need a lot of fucking shit going on.
One girl to do it.
No, I asked him a question because Fred Wolf told me there was a rumor that Mr. Belvedere, the actor, during a read-through, sat on his own balls.
Right.
At a read-through, and I didn't know if it was a myth or not, you know.
Yeah.
So Euchre doesn't listen too much. Oh, boy. So
Right.
I said to him, I said, is it true, Bob, that I heard this thing about Mr. Belvedere that he was at a read-through, and then he goes, oh, yeah, he was a huge fucking fag.
I said, I remember you from Mr. Belvedere, and he goes, that guy was fucking riding up the Hershey Highway.
Nice fucking guy, though.
And then we golf with him, Howard, we're golfing with him, and again, it's a guy you see on TV.
Right.
And like there's two women in front of us with two guys,
Right.
and he's like, what the fuck are these guys doing? And he starts screaming, he goes, start moving, what is that, a gang fuck up there?
So he's a fun guy.
He's the funniest guy I've ever met in my life.
How do you become friends with a guy like Euchre? You'd think
I
the
know
two
how
of you guys
don't
would
become friends.
But I just think like you two guys would have no reason to get together. Here you are, this irreverent comic. And,
We did a Miller Lite
oh,
commercial.
that started the friendship.
But anyways, I was in Arizona a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks, a month ago, whatever, for spring training, and I went up to the booth, and he goes, man, what about that fucking Artie Lange?
Artie Lange.
And then he goes, he really does not like Artie Lange anymore. And he goes,
he doesn't know Artie
Good,
Lange.
fuck Artie Lange.
Yeah, Artie Lange's an asshole.
yeah.
Right.
He goes, the funniest thing is, he goes, that cocksucker must be running a little short of material.
He's doing Bob Euchre private lines.
Yeah, I mean, well, listen, tell Bob I'm sorry.
No.
But he really was one of the funniest human beings I've ever met in my life.
How old a guy is he?
Man, he looks good. He has two like artificial knees he just got in.
He was a catcher, so
Right.
So I go, how are the knees? He goes, fucking great, man. I can still give a fucking blowjob.
What?
I shouldn't be saying any of it.
Yeah, Jesus, Norm, you're doing the same thing.
I know.
The man's got grandkids.
I know.
He's giving blowjobs?
I said it clean on Letterman.
What the hell does that mean? He's giving a blowjob.
Well, he's clearly not.
He told us a story. What with the story?
Remember when he brought us back to the hotel?
Yeah,
we were going in, and there was a bar, and he said, man, that bar looks like it's got some good cock in it. And we were kind of confused. We thought...
I think he was trying. I think. That's true.
Wow, he's
apparently
wild.
Norm can't remember any of the insulting things I remember.
But I remember why. I found out why he said it because I asked Bob Costas. I said that seems very strange, and he said that athletes use that term for women, for pussy.
No,
Yeah,
I think what happened was
because they're so masculine.
That's crazy.
Because they're so masculine that they can do that. You know what I'm saying?
He thought like they're comfortable in their sexuality.
Yeah.
But I think what was going on was he was being like extra filthy.
Right.
I think he thought we were two like younger comedians, and he was trying to like maybe.
You think he was trying to impress you in some way, like talk the language of the young comics?
Maybe there might have been a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, because every other word was fucking. It was so funny. He told us some of the most amazing stories about old baseball guys.
Right.
That what did he played a
Billy
trick?
Martin.
He played
the bag's on you.
He played a trick on Don Drysdale, this old pitcher.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know Don Drysdale.
Everybody knows Don
Yeah, you know what?
Drysdale.
As a matter of fact, I can't even tell that story.
Oh, yeah, don't tell
It
Wow.
involves Frank Sinatra and a kidnapping.
Oh.